go.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Masters Fantasy Show, brought to you by MastersFantasyFootballLeagues.com. As always, I'm joined by two guys I really respect in this fantasy game, the Masters crew, Dynasty Owl, the Doc. What's up, guys? How you doing today?
What's up? How you doing,
Doing
Commish?
great.
Yeah, beautiful day to be alive. We're coming at you guys talking running backs that we're not drafting in redraft leagues at their current ADP. Right before we jump into it, man, if you're looking for a place to play, every Wednesday and Sunday in May, we're going to be running redraft leagues starting June 1st. We run one every single night all the way till the season kicks off. Love to have you come be a part of the Masters family with us. With that said, let's jump right into this. Running backs you're not drafting. Whichever you guys want to go first, floor's all yours.
Go ahead, Al.
All right, I'll kick us off with this one. I know the Doc likes this guy a little more than I do, but I still think that his ADP might be even too rich for the Doc here. That's Austin Eckler. I mean, we just saw in two of our recent redraft leagues, he's gone like at the 2.2, 2.3. And for me, that's too high. I mean, there's so many stud running backs, especially these second-year running backs like J.K. Dobbins, like Clyde Edwards-Helaire, like DeAndre Swift. I mean, a lot of these guys are going well after that. And I'd rather have all those guys over Austin Eckler. I know he's a tremendous three-down back who can catch a lot of passes, but I actually prefer him as a third-down satellite back. I know they don't have any other stud running backs on that roster like they did when they had Melvin Gordon. I think he'll be a nice PPR player, but I just still don't trust him in a true bell cow role. He couldn't stay healthy last year when they called on him to do that. So for a lot of those reasons, there's just plenty of other running backs I'd rather have in the early second round. So for that reason, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm with you 100%. I actually almost went Eckler, and I went and pulled up his stat. I mean, dude, all of this hype is off of one season when he had like 98 catches.
Right.
That was with Phillip Rivers and a completely different offense. And hey, maybe he could do it again. I'm not investing a second round pick and hoping that he can repeat something he did in a completely different offense. To me, it's a waste of a pick.
Yeah, and I actually almost picked Eckler too for this. It's a little rich for my blood as well. I do think he'll perform well, but one of the things I've liked about Eckler so much is that the value's always been good. He's always been not this high, basically, for lack of a better term. He's always been drafted like kind of lower than he probably should have, and now I'm not sure what happened, but now he's getting kind of respected like he should have a couple years ago, and I think it's a little too much at this point, just given the situation like you guys mentioned. But I still expect him to have a good season, but there's a lot of guys I'd take over him at that spot.
Yeah, me too. All right, now I'll jump in here with mine. My guy that I'm currently not drafting in redraft leagues at his current ADP is DeAndre Swift. We've done two of them the last two Sundays. He went 2.7. He was running back 11. 3.6. He was running back 14. You had used a term in the last show putrid. You also called Doc, you're kind of mean, man. You also called the Jacksonville offense a dumpster fire.
No, that's just their front office.
Their organization.
Their organization as a whole.
Well, I'm going to use both these words and describe, their offensive positions. This is who DeAndre Swift's rolling with currently: Jared Goff, Brashard Perriman, Tyrell Williams, Amon-Ra. Dude, it's a dumpster fire out there. And then strength of schedule, I got him 28th against the running back this season. So add that he's already got a tough strength of schedule. I imagine it'll be the focal point of every single defense. You're not going to let him beat you with his legs. The offense just isn't good enough, man. If you like him in dynasty leagues, if you think he's talented enough, I think like this is a case where it's like dynasty values rolling over into his redraft value.
Yeah.
I just don't see it this year. There's so many running backs being drafted after him. Not only have they already done what you're looking for DeAndre Swift to do, they've already cracked into the top 10. They're in better situations and better offenses.
Yeah. Right.
I think this is a clear case where, I wouldn't touch this guy till late third, if then.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one for sure. I'm not really big on Swift's situation. Again, as a player, I think he's very talented. I love his skill set. I'm with you, JK. I just don't see how he's going to be able to produce at a high level with really not a whole lot around him. The focus is going to be on him. It's not going to be pretty. And again, I think you're right. The fact that, dynasty-wise, I don't think I've seen him outside of the first round.
Oh.
And I think there's, I don't know, it's a head-scratcher to me that he's still being taken that high in a redraft league, too. I understand the talent's there, but I mean, just again, look at the situation. I don't see how you can justify taking him over some of these other guys. I mean, it's crazy to me. Like a guy like Joe Mixon's right there.
I got to write down on here dumpster fire of an offense.
Exactly.
And just some guys getting drafted after
Yeah.
him in both these leagues.
Yeah.
All guys I believe will finish ahead of him. Najee Harris, Joe Mixon, Chris Carson, David Montgomery, J.K. Dobbins, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. The only one maybe I think could question be Chris Carson, but I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so. And not to mention, Swift is another guy who's had some issues with like soft tissue injury in the past. And if they're really going to rely on him, I don't know that he holds up for 17 games either.
Completely agree. That's what I was going to chime in and say. I mean,
sorry.
Oh, no, you're good.
Sorry, Al.
Yeah. I mean, this is a guy who, even in college, was never a bell cow back. To think, they're going to give him over 300 touches and expect him not to get hurt, especially when if you're an opposing defensive coordinator against this Detroit offense, you're going to be loading the box with like 8 defenders on first and second down. So, to me, I just think he's going to be the focal point for defenses. I question if he can even sustain that amount of touches, and I don't expect a lot of touchdowns for this offense.
Yeah, and then maybe like Perryman and Williams are both like deep ball guys.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
I mean, so what's the plan here? I mean,
Yeah.
Goff drops back, kind of like in Tecmo. You drop back like 30 yards.
Yeah, just huck it deep.
I just don't see it, man.
Off topic, but I could see Amon-Ra St. Brown catching like 100 passes in the slot.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, especially both of them guys being deep ball guys.
Yeah,
I mean, who else are going to throw to?
100%, yeah.
And Hawkinson, I didn't write down.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
But,
I do like Hawkinson, but even then, I mean, same point remains.
Yeah.
So I'll go with mine, and we'll close it out here. My pick is Josh Jacobs. So in the 2 redraft leagues that we're referencing here, he went 3.8 and 4.3, I believe. So, average that out, he's a late 3rd round pick. And though a year ago that would be great value, I mean, I still don't see it. He was touchdown dependent a year ago. He's even more touchdown dependent now. He was never really a threat in the passing game, and now they bring in Kenyon Drake, who's going to probably eat into more than just the the 3rd down work. So, I mean, for me, I couldn't really justify taking him in the 3rd round without Kenyon Drake, just based on how touchdown dependent he is. Now, add Kenyon Drake to the mix, add some of the off-field stuff that's been an issue for Josh Jacobs. I mean, I just don't trust this dude to be super productive in redraft or dynasty for that matter. And the fact that he's still going late 3rd round is probably just a product of him having name value at this point. And, I think it's a mistake. There's a lot of guys in the 3rd, 4th, even 5th round that I'd argue you could take over Josh Jacobs here. So he's a guy I'm staying away from, especially at that ADP.
Yeah, speaking of putrid and dumpster fires,
Yeah.
I mean, the Las Vegas Raiders are right up there at the top of that. Completely agree. Don't feel great about it. The addition of Kenyon Drake just because the receptions were the one thing that I always thought he could actually do more of that they never used him for.
Yeah.
So that was always like if they start using him in the passing game, he'll return on value. But now with the addition of Kenyon Drake, he's not going to be catching many passes still, and Kenyon Drake's going to take some of the running work as well, and just I'm out on Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, and I don't remember for sure, but their strength of schedule isn't very good either on the list. And I mean, I feel like that offense has one hope, and that's Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah,
who knows?
they need it.
Yeah.
That'd be it. All right, that's it.
Yeah,
All right,
that's
guys, that's it for this episode. Thanks so much for watching. If you could hit the like and subscribe button, come be a part of the Masters family. Love to have you. Any last words, guys?
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening.